for the half kneeling balance series, your initial setup is really important. What you want to find is how wide to have your knee and your foot apart from one another. Wider is easier, narrower is harder. What you're looking for is that sweet spot in the middle that I tell people, if you're there, see for me, and you see these little wiggles because I'm working on keeping my balance while I'm talking to you. These wiggles are really small. If you're standing next to me, you can see them, and certainly I can feel them. But if you're across the room, you wouldn't be able to see them. That's perfect for this drill. Because remember, if I'm off balance, not falling, but off balance, and I'm making these body deflections big enough that you can see from across the room, my brain believes I'm in a fight or flight situation. And you will not motor learn in a fight or flight situation. The way you guarantee you're in a spot where you motor learn is where you're challenged but not overwhelmed, and you're successful but you're not perfect. So again, A minus B plus, if we're giving you a grade, that's the sweet spot. So when you train there, you're gonna get better as quickly as you can. If you try to gut it out and do something that's really hard, and maybe you never lose your balance, but you also are all over the place, you're kind of wasting your time. So let's not do that. So just be honest with yourself, get the width of your stance where you can train. Here's what I mean by train. So job one, I'm just gonna try to be here and be still, just looking into the distance. Job two, I will close one eye for however long I feel like it. Certainly never longer than 20 or 30 seconds. That's forever. I usually do it for like 5 or 10. ADD to the rescue. Then I'll switch eyes. Same thing, 5 or 10 seconds. Now my eyes are open. And now, instead of limiting information in my brain by closing some of the visual inputs, I'm gonna give my brain additional information that it has to sift through. I'm gonna turn my head. And then I'm going to combine them by turning my head with one eye closed. And then I'll combine them with turning my head with the other eye closed. When you can get through that sequence and be pretty solid, where your two legs are on a line, obviously both sides, then you're ready to advance out of this. That's why we call it a series. So you're going to do those things and train until it's solid. When it's solid, there's no more benefit to you, so you're wasting your time. It's like going back to first grade. I'll get straight A's, but I'm not getting any smarter. So I will go up into the next stance of the progression, which is just a split stance. Once again, the width of your stance means everything. This is wide, it's super easy. This is narrow, like I'm on a balance beam. It's harder. Also, I'm on a really squishy pad, which makes it harder than if I'm on hard ground. But I want you to be on hard ground because hard ground is where you're going to be all the time unless you do activities and sports on a soft pad like this. But then I'll go through the same consequence. I'll just try to be tall. And then I'll try it with one eye closed, the other eye closed, head turns, and then one eye closed with the head turns. And then the progression, the max end, is to this. The reason you're doing this drill in the first place is to get to where you can be competent in single leg stance. So I'll be here holding still, close one eye, close the other eye. 2 eyes open, head turns, 1 eye open, head turns, other eye open, head turns, etc. And that's the progression. So you want to get to the point where you're A minus B plus all the way through. Don't go straight to this one and fight it, because again, you're wasting your time as far as your brain is concerned. You just put yourself in a fight or flight situation. So you will survive it, you'll kill a calorie or two, but you're not going to improve your motor control, and that's what we're actually trying to do. So there you are, that's our half kneeling balance series.